right, Tom, what's your worst audience story from stand-up?
The worst one. The worst one was, it was kind of in the early days when I was starting out, and you're just scrambling from club to club.
Yeah.
I wasn't even a headliner yet, and you're just really desperately trying to win them over. And I was at a club in New Jersey, and it wasn't going particularly bad. I mean, somebody threw a French fry at me, and I saw it like come through the air. I saw it hit my chest, and then I was like, as I was trying to formulate like how to respond, the ketchup on it, it had made it stick. So it was just slowly going down.
You're like Mike Pence with the fly on his head, right?
Yeah. And I was just looking at it, and it kind of helped because in real time I could comment on how humiliating this was.
Right.
But I felt like, who does this to a person?
Yeah, no, it's awful.
Yeah, God, it was really bad.
Yeah.
It's breaking bread.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for dressing.
Anytime.
I know. It really is funny because everybody always comments on your dressing and asks you about it and why do you look so sharp. I think it says less about you as a man than it does of us as a culture. That you're an oddball because you're dressed up.
Well, when people say I'm the best dressed director, I go, that's pretty low bar. I have to say. I mean, there's like me, there's Chris Nolan, there's Wes Anderson, and then it all falls off a cliff, basically.
Yeah, exactly. I know. And I would do stand up in a suit, and people were like, geez, wow. And I'm like, everyone else is just in shorts.
I know. But I think, I've said this in other interviews, so stop me if I've said this before. But I think guys in suits are funnier because, comedy is generally sort of an anarchistic kind of thing.
Right.
And so, I always go back to the Ministry of Silly Walks would not have been funny if John Cleese was in shorts and in a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, you're exactly right. So seeing someone who's supposed to be a grown-up acting a fool.
Yeah, like I don't want to see a talk show host not in a suit and tie. It's just it's funnier to hear jokes from a monologue when somebody's got a tie on. I don't know why.
I watch Turner Classic Movies is like the only thing on my house, and part of it is just because everyone's dressed, and I just love it's just everybody just looks sharp.
Oh, those movies in the 30s and 40s, supper clubs.
Yeah.
Doesn't that look like the greatest thing ever?
Oh my God.
Tuxedos and gowns and drinking martinis, and they're coming around. There's a floor show going on.
There's a live band.
Oh my God. You
actually have like real musicians.
Yeah, exactly.
How are you comfortable dressed like that all the time though? Because a lot of times, and this is probably a shopping question, I will get there. I'm like, why can't I be like those guys in Turner Classic Movies and walk around like in a suit all the time? And then by an hour in, I'm like tugging at my thing and taking my belt off.
Well, I mean, it has to, if it fits well, that's the first thing. And then you just have to get comfortable in it. I've always been kind of comfortable in a suit. I will say I've kind of destroyed the look of my neck by wearing ties for so many decades. It's kind of collapsed in my neck a little bit. So like Nora Ephron, I hate my neck. Exactly.
Yeah, I know we're all gonna be like Diane Keaton, just wearing turtlenecks.
Or Karl Lagerfeld with the big high, And I'm really into the idea of wearing gloves like he wore too, because I got these fucking age spots all over my hand. It's like the worst. And they say, you can laser them off. It's like, they're not going to have all these shiny things. I give up. Here's my philosophy, Tom. It is look the best for the age you are.
For the age you are. Yeah.
I
know.
Because you're not fooling anybody.
No, exactly. I know. It's like someone sent me a pair of Air Jordans. Yeah. And they look cool. And when I wear them, cool people who know what they are like, those are cool. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I'm not.
Well, that's my philosophy. I say you always have to look at your head because you can put on all this great stuff. Oh my God, it looks so cool. Look at your head on top of that outfit. Does it match?
Yeah.
I've seen, in Beverly Hills, you go to a fancy restaurant and you see some guy with the young trophy wife. Yeah. And he's wearing some like hipster outfit and you're like, oh dude, just look up, look in the mirror.
Yeah, just let it go. I have a friend who's dyeing his hair and his beard. Yeah. And man, last time, it's a tricky thing to do. Yeah. To make it. And he came in, it was just like popping black.
Yeah.
Like I was like,
Well, that was always God love Robert Redford, but we always kind of called him young Harold Face, because that is that thing. Like suddenly, like there's things you just can't stop.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you're piling young on top of old, you just get a bad sandwich out of that.
do you love being a director?
I love it.
You do,
yeah. I'm so
because you
happy.
started as an actor, like you were in a comic, and you were like gonna make your way in front.
Yeah.
How, as looking back, not that this is over by any means, but looking back at the trajectory, are you happier behind?
I really am. I love it. I loved acting. It was really fun. But then, you're limited as an actor to who you are, and I
Yeah.
wasn't any great actor. I kind of had two things I could do. I could be the sarcastic guy or I could be the goofy guy. That was kind of it.
Yeah.
But I made this movie back in 97 that I paid for and starred in and directed and shot and all that stuff. And I was kind of the weakest part of the movie,
Did you know it at the time?
Yeah, you try to talk yourself out of it, but
Yeah.
there are moments I'm like, oh boy, but I think I'm really good at making other people look good,
Right.
and so I just settle into that. But if somebody asks me to act, I'll do it. But then
Yeah.
when I do it, they always give me like a monologue, like a page and a half monologue. It's like, you guys, one of the other reasons I got out is I can't remember lines anymore.
Right.
Like it just started in my 30s. I had an anxiety that just grew and grew. I made the
really?
mistake of reading this book. Sid Caesar wrote a book called Where Am I Now or something. And he went through some crazy mental thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, where he lost all his confidence and stuff. And he said also part of it was he couldn't remember lines. And I was doing a show called Good Sports with Ryan O'Neal and Farrah Fawcett. I was an actor on that. And I would just start getting this anxiety of going like, boy, it'd be terrible if you forgot your lines right now. And, and I would sabotage myself.
Whoa.
And it started becoming really bad. And is
that weird?
Yeah, and it was all because reading that book allowed the idea that you could lose it or somehow, because I never had any trouble memorizing lines. I could memorize a whole play and just do it, and it just stuck. So it kind of was one of the many reasons I said I got to get out of this. So then they give me a page and a half monologue.
And that happened to him during the shows?
No, I think it was after it.
After.
Yeah, but it was kind of, I know it was, he'd been out, and then when he did Grease, remember he was in that movie and stuff. That was kind of when he was in the middle of all that.
Oh, that's when it started to happen?
I think he was on the tail end of it then.
Oh, man, because he was so powerful. Oh, my God, was he a force.
Yeah.
To think that guy would lack confidence at any point is insane.
Well, that's what's scary. It's almost like I rue the day I read that book.
Yeah, what a horrible book.
Yeah, because it planted that thing in my head. I don't think I would ever have had that thing, you know? But I don't know. Anxiety is such a funny, weird thing.
It's like watching ball players or golfers. And they get the yips, or Chuck Knobloch got the thing he couldn't throw from second to first anymore.
Well, I watched it happen because I'm a big Dodger fan, and I've taken season tickets. I've been there all this season. I watched it get passed around all the Dodgers. Like Mookie Betts suddenly couldn't do it. And Teo couldn't do it. And Freddie Freeman had and it's like, but they came into the season so strong, and you can just imagine going like, boy, what happens if I can't do this? Boink, and down you go.
How long have you been a season ticket holder?
I've had season tickets. I had them in the 90s, starting in like 92 or whatever. Then after there was the baseball strike, and I kind of let them lapse. And I've only kind of started up again in the last few years.
Man, what a good timing.
Oh, my God, I know. Just
were you there during this every game of the series?
Yeah.
The 18-inning one?
Oh, yeah.
Did you stay?
Of course.
That's
the worst thing in the world. Dodger fans walking out. You guys, it's tied.
But it was good. They hung in.
They did. For the most part, they hung in. There were people around me were leaving. So, so whatever.
Even Mary Hart stayed to the end.
So there you go. See, if Mary Hart can stay, you can stay.
It was beautiful, though. Those last two games. Oh, my God. If you're a baseball fan, it was just
and I thought
what
we were
a gift.
Dead so many times.
I know.
Crazy.
When Rojas hit that home run.
Yeah.
And they shot over to the manager of the Dodgers.
Yeah.
And he literally did an old comedy take with the hat.
Exactly.
Well,
Well, that was such a beautiful story because, again, like if you're in with a team, all season, the personal stories. And Rojas had just been struggling. But he was also the guy that was rallying the team when they were going through their worst period.
Right.
He was kind of their, moral support leader. So to see him get that was just beautiful.
It was beautiful. How about his wife?
Welcome to Sports Talk.
I know. I'm sorry, but his one more thing. His wife kept telling him,
Yeah,
you were going to hit a home run, and he
Yeah.
wasn't even playing at the time.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful.
Oh, it was so nice. What part of that, of being the moral support, what is your primary job as the director?
I always say it's to create a safe environment that where actors feel they can try anything and experiment, and we can play, and I can give them a weird suggestion, and they won't go like, "Oh, you're gonna make me look bad" or whatever. Like, it's about creating trust. Obviously, I've got the obvious things: be in charge of making sure we're shooting it right, and getting the script right, and just doing all the stuff that a director does. But beyond that, it's really about my actors. And there's so many directors I've kind of met over the years. I don't know if it's as bad now, but like when I was in film school, there was just this sort of disregard for actors because everybody loved the Hitchcock thing about like actors or props or whatever. He had no loyalty to them.
Yeah. They were just tools.
Yeah. But, an actor makes or breaks your movie.
Yeah. Did you know that Bridesmaids was a hit when you started working on it? At what point did you feel like it was as good as it became?
We had tons of fun making it, and we worked really hard on that script with Kristen and Annie, and we were having a great time, and you knew the cast was great.
Yeah.
But you just don't know. I always say when I'm making a movie is like, I don't know if it's going to add up. You know, you get all the pieces. I'm very lucky. Like the studio always loves my dailies. They're just because we do a good job and have really fun stuff that we get.
Right.
And so everybody's all excited. I'm always like, I don't say it directly to them, but I'm always like, yeah, I just hope this adds up because sometimes you string it all together and it's just like, it just doesn't hang, it doesn't gel.
What do you mean they love your dailies? Like why?
Just they're fun to watch. I get really good performances and we always make sure that we kind of shoot interesting scenes first before, when we first start production so that they're seeing good stuff and kind of, the whole thing is you just want them to relax and go, they're fine. And then let them do their thing.
And leave you alone.
Because, they're on high alert. Even if you're a successful director with a good track record, they still don't know. There's always an assumption of like, this is the one where he's lost it, or now he's going to try to make his art film and not make a commercial film and screw us over, which the last thing I want to do. But, I get it. We're in charge of a lot of money.
Does that keep you on point? Does it keep you on your toes, knowing that you are going to deliver the dailies that they're going to be?
Well, yeah, because everything, that's what's so cool about movies and entertainment in general, but especially movies and TV shows, but I dare say movies, just because it's the first time you're doing something, unless you're doing a sequel, it's the first time it's happening. And so you don't know if it's going to work or not. But that's what's exciting about it because it's not 2 + 2 equals 4. Like making a movie is like 2 + 2 can equal anything. Right.
Has there ever been a moment when you're directing and you're like, uh-oh?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
Or you just feel it starting to get away from you a little bit.
Yeah, a little. Yeah. Oh no, totally. Well, some days you feel off your game, and people are like, "Well, if you had one bad day, it's not a problem." It's like, no, the day I have a bad day might be the pivotal scene in the movie,
right?
And we don't get it. Yeah. So the moments I've gone, uh-oh, have been when I feel that the tone of the movie getting off, like the actors will get in a silly mood, or they'll get and people will start doing stuff, and they're having such a good time, they think they're doing so great,
right? And
you have to go and like, oh, I know, okay, well, we got that. That's cool. I always try to be positive, like, well, we got that. Now let's pull this back, right? Or let's rein this in, and But then you never know, because sometimes you get in the editing room and the silly take that seemed terrible on set is the one that you use,
right? Yeah. You have a good combination of comedy, but also you have a little bit of an action kind of
I like my stunts.
You like, there's that good element of it, which I love, which is always such a cool thing.
Thanks.
It seems like that your new film is heading that direction.
This new one is got so much stuff. It's pretty great. It's
The Housemaid.
The Housemaid opens on December 19th.
December 19th.
Exactly. It's just. I don't want to say it's a straight up thriller because that seems to imply that it's not fun.
Yeah.
And I mean, like my movie, A Simple Favor, it's in that world. This is more straight thriller.
Yeah.
But it gets pretty dark, but it's fun at the end of the day. I mean, we have the interaction that the audience has with the movie in all our test screenings and the screenings we've been doing for press and stuff is really big.
Yeah.
People get very into it.
That's good.
Which I love. That's you know, I'm not a passive audience member.
Right.
You know, I'm very interactive when I watch something, and that's why I like sports too, because you can get into it. But I'm kind of that same way when we're watching a movie. And when we do our test screenings, when we're putting our movie together and trying out different versions of it, we record the audience with night vision. And it's so funny and horrible to watch an audience watch a movie.
Yeah.
Because some people are interactive, but the majority of people just sit there and just kind of eating and just staring and staring. You have your here's a big surprise or moment, and they're just staring. And you're like, wow, yeah, you're just immovable, aren't you? And and it's really
They could be enjoying it though.
Yeah, well, they do,
Yeah.
yes, which is cool. But I kind of like, wow, people are just, I think there's so much we've consumed and so much we've seen.
Yeah.
That we're just kind of like, okay, just, show me more.
know.
But then when you see those people who are jumping around and hiding and all this stuff, you're like, oh, thank God for you.
Yeah. That's why I don't like seeing the audience when I'm on stage, is because it looks like they hate what's happening.
Yeah.
And then you'll see them at the book signing afterwards, and like, the most effusive person there.
Yeah, you were hilarious.
And I know, but they were like,
thanks.
what was happening to you during the show?
All right, Tom, what's your worst audience story from stand-up?
The worst one. The worst one was kind of in the early days when I was starting out, and you're just scrambling from club to club.
Yeah.
I wasn't even a headliner yet, and you're just really desperately trying to win them over. And I was at a club in New Jersey, and it wasn't going particularly bad. I mean, somebody threw a French fry at me, and I saw it come through the air. I saw it hit my chest, and then I was like, as I was trying to formulate how to respond, the ketchup on it had made it stick. So it was just slowly going down.
You're like Mike Pence with the fly in his head, right?
Right, exactly. Or Giuliani with the dye coming down. And I was just looking at it, and it kind of helped because in real time I could comment on how humiliating this was.
Right.
But I felt like, who does this to a person?
Yeah, no, it's awful.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Yeah.
It took me a while to recover.
Wow, I had two terrible ones. One was at the Belly Room at the Comedy Store. Because I used to have a flat top, buzz cut, and I would come up and be a goofball and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I'm up on stage, and it's going pretty well. And then I hear this, tell some joke, and this woman's laughing. And she won't stop laughing. And you're kind of like, wow, boy, you're really like that joke. But then you're also going like, I don't think that's a good laugh that I'm hearing.
It's the worst.
And so I go, are you okay? And she goes, he's so ugly. And I was like, oh my God. And the whole audience, fortunately, boo and stuff. But I was just like, wow, I don't even know how to deal with that. All my childhood trauma comes back. It's like, okay. And the other one was the Improv tried to start a club over here in Sherman Oaks, on that big hotel that's next to the freeway.
Right.
They turned some conference room into a club, and
it
was not working at all. But I'm up on stage, and there's this girls softball team that they let in, who were clearly underage, sitting there with their coach, who was kind of looked like a porn star or something. I don't even know what's going on with this guy. But I had something in my act where I would drop to the floor, do this thing I fainted or something. So, and the set was not going well anyway. So I go, boom, hit the floor. When you really commit to something, and all I hear is this one girl go oh my God. And they all start laughing, but at me. And the amount of time it took me to stand back up felt like about 1,000 years.
The worst.
Of just silence and derisive laughter from teenage girls, which was pretty much my high school experience.
Yeah, when it's not going well and you commit to something a little bigger than the rest of the set, that's rough.
Well, Diane Keaton, who I was very honored to know as a friend, back when I was an actor, she was directing a movie about a guy who a dog that turns into a guy or something. It was kind of a cute thing. And so I had this audition, and I was really nervous because I'm a big Diane Keaton fan. Yeah. I'm in this room with her. And I have all my sides in my hand. And so I'm on and I had to do something where I had to go no, and bash my hands no, and the pages go flying out of my hand, at Diane and like just overcommitting to a bit. And I was like, oh my God. And then again, 1,000 years to stand up. And she goes, thank you very much for coming in.
How'd you become friends with her?
Through a friend of ours, Marla Garland, who was very close with her. And then I actually weirdly, I also had a meeting with Diane years ago about possibly doing a TV show at HBO. And we just hit it off like a house on fire.
Really?
And she would say to our friend Marla, she'd go, is he really that nice? He can't be that nice. Not that I'm saying I'm so nice, but
yeah.
I think I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
But she couldn't get over that I was actually like a nice person. And so she would come to our house all the time.
Oh, wow.
She was great. She was
really
such a wonderful. She was exactly who you wished she would be.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. She was really special.
Yeah,
that one, like, it really rippled through the country when she passed. Everyone was really, really sad.
So
yeah.
Sad.
I saw her and Steve Martin in a restaurant early in a booth like this, and it was early seating. It was the only time we could get in, and there was the only other two people there were those two sitting at a booth, and
that's pretty good.
It ruined my night.
That's a good sighting.
You just want to say everything, and you know you shouldn't say anything.
And then you think, but maybe they're upset that I'm not saying something. You know?
It's terrible. Were you a big comedy fan when you were a kid?
Oh, that's all I cared about.
Yeah.
All I cared about. Yeah. I mean, from Jesus. Steve Martin was my touchstone.
Me too.
Yeah. I mean, I got into him way early before anybody knew him. And
how so? How were you exposed to him?
Well, because I saw the early Saturday Night Live that he did.
Right.
But I would see him on when he would do stuff on like Sonny and Cher and all that stuff. So I just remember he was funny. And then when his album came out, nobody kind of knew about it. The first one, Let's Get Small.
Let's Get Small.
And so I memorized the whole thing, and I would do it at school. But I didn't tell anybody that was Steve Martin. I would just do it. And they're like, oh my God, you're so funny. And then finally, when the album got popular, it was like, you stole all that stuff. It's like, valuable lesson learned.
That was my first album, was hearing that.
Oh, yeah.
That changed everything.
I went to Radio Shack, and I got a microphone and a mic stand. And I bought a white suit.
Whoa.
The whole thing, 3-piece suit. I would put it on every night, stand in front of that microphone, and lip sync to that album.
Man,
every night.
Oh, man.
Yeah, for months and months and months. Yeah.
So impactful.
Yeah.
God, because it was at that age, you probably didn't even get some of the jokes. Grandpa bought a rubber and
exactly.
those kind of things.
Oh, no,
but
totally.
it was still silly. Yeah. So it was still accessible.
But again, it goes back to the whole guys in suits,
Right.
Like he being that crazy, dressed in a 3-piece suit with a tie on.
Right.
If he was, again, in a Hawaiian shirt, it wouldn't have been as funny.
Yeah. No, you're exactly right.
Imagine if Robin Williams just wore a suit and tie. How crazy would that have been?
Yeah, but I don't know. Does that work?
I don't know. It's possible.
Yeah.
I just remember I was, when Eddie Murphy, because I loved Eddie Murphy and stuff. Right. But when he did that one concert film where he was wearing like the purple leathered outfit with the black gloves, I was like, oh no, that's too cool. You can't be that cool.
One step away from delirious. Like it got even like the gloves. I think is the thing.
Well, yeah, it's like you can't. It's like God bless us, all of us funny people. We so desperately want to be cool.
Right.
All comedians want to be rock stars.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't kind of work.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, you're better off just leaning into the opposite of it.
Yeah, just kind of be. I don't know what. I don't quite know what you're supposed to be, but I think if you need to be like, if it's the voice of reason, or you just need to be. I think you just need to be the opposite of what you are. You have to present oppositely for what you are in a weird way to be funny. I think. I don't know. This is an untested theory that I'm trying out.
What
today,
do you mean
Tom.
by that? Yeah,
again, like if you're Steve Martin, let's take it, like wacky and doing all this crazy stuff in a suit, that you're presenting as I'm going to be very staid, and kind of sober because I'm very uptight with this outfit on. Yeah. And then you're not.
Yeah.
Then people go, oh my God, that's so hilarious.
But think of Rodney. Think of Rodney off stage and on stage. Like on stage, he's pushed into that suit.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
with a tie and fighting with the tie.
A little ill-fitting. Like the pants don't go right down to where it's supposed to go. And he's just kind of like frustrated in that being like in that
Yeah.
thing. Seeing him off stage, he'd be in a Hawaiian shirt, sometimes like unbuttoned, sometimes in a robe.
Oh no! You
right?
see
All
his
that kind of
balls
stuff.
half the time. I mean, we went into his dressing room once because we went to a show of his with Penn Jillette and some other friends of ours.
Yeah.
and I think Judd was with us too. Judd Apatow.
Oh, yeah.
And we go back into the dressing room. My wife was with us too. And there's Rodney wearing like a kimono with his legs wide apart. You're like, holy shit! Okay, there they are. But then he goes to my wife. He goes like, "Hey, you're with all these guys. Who are you gonna make a lot of money tonight, baby?" And she thought it was hilarious. So because it's Rodney.
Yeah. And it's kind of weird. Like, could that guy have gone on stage that way? Like, not completely balls out, but like the lo-fi version of it.
Again, Jack Roy. That was his real name.
Jack Roy.
That was Rodney's real name.
Right. And does he... Now it seems like, the world is so sloppy that maybe he could have done it, but
Well, it's hard to
not
say. It
as
kind of goes
funny.
up and down. I mean, comedy got really sloppy in the 90s, when you see all like, I'm friends with Spade and all these guys,
Yeah.
but like they go on the Tonight Show with like a baseball hat on and stuff. And you're like, okay, maybe step it up a hair. You're on national TV.
Yeah, and then Letterman, it was kind of a dress code. Like you had
Yeah.
to kind of dress
But
to
I
go
love
on.
that. That's
I know
kinda
it was
great.
Yeah, it was good. It was classy. But yeah, I always think like when I would most of the time I do dress. I'm always in a jacket. At the very least, and I always think of myself as Cary Grant when I really get dressed up.
There you go.
And then I'll have some reviewers be like, he looks like one guy said he looks like a businessman who just got off a long flight. And I think I'm looking sharp.
I know, exactly. Oh, God.
But that is ultimately what you want them to think.
Yeah. See, then you're funny because you look
Right.
like a guy who's not going to be funny, So
Guy
that's
who's-
kind of great.
Yeah, it was kind of up against it. We'd like to thank the good people at IQBAR for sponsoring today's program. They are our exclusive snack and hydration sponsor. IQBAR is the better for you plant protein-based snack made with brain-boosting nutrients to refuel, nourish, and satisfy hunger without the sugar crash. I literally just ate one. I keep them here in the office. I throw them in my bag when I travel. I have them at home where my wife can devour them in the pantry when she thinks I'm not looking. They're an amazing, amazing little energy boost that gets you through. You're really going to love IQBAR. The Ultimate Sampler Pack is a great way to try all IQBAR products and flavors. You get 9 IQ bars, 8 IQ Mix sticks, and 4 IQ Joe sticks. All IQBAR products are entirely free of gluten, dairy, soy, GMOs, and artificial sweeteners. They are the IQ Mix, which I use after working out, is a zero sugar drink mix that hydrates with electrolytes. They come in these little packets. You put them right in water. I throw some ice in because I'm fancy. It improves mood and boosts clarity. And IQ Joe is jitter-free instant coffee packs with 200 milligrams of natural caffeine. It comes in 4 different flavors that are better than any brewed coffee. With over 20,000 5-star reviews and counting, more people than ever are fueling their busy lifestyles with IQ bars, brain and body boosting bars, hydration mixes, and mushroom coffees. Their ultimate sampler pack includes all 3. And right now, IQ Bar is offering our special podcast listeners 20% off all IQ Bar products, including the sampler pack, plus free shipping. To get your 20% off, text PAPA, P-A-P-A, to 64,000. That's PAPA, P-A-P-A. You're texting now to 64,000. That's PAPA to 64,000. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details. It's a great way to improve your life and support our podcast. We'd like to thank the good people at HexClad for sponsoring today's program. Cookware, kids, cookware. I am getting ready for Thanksgiving. I am literally getting ready for Thanksgiving. How? By getting all my things in order and going through my cabinets and pulling out all of the things that I need to cook and see, because you don't want to be heading into the holiday season and being like, oh, wait, we don't have a pan for this size dish, or we don't have that. HexClad has infiltrated my cabinets, and this is no joke. This is endorsed by my wife, by my daughters. HexClad they're the best cookware that we have in the house right now. No joke. We get a lot of pans and pots and things throughout our life, and a lot of them start to peel. A lot of them we try and go with some with no coating, and then those are just a pain in the ass to clean. Hexclad is amazing. It really is. It's the best stuff that we I don't even know where. I have no words. We just keep using it. We use it for eggs in the morning. We use it for linguine and clam sauce. They're just the best. And it's time for holiday season, so you might as well get involved. Hexclad's 6-piece and 12-piece sets are the ultimate gift for yourself or the home chef in your life. Whether you're starting fresh or going big, these bundles cover every dish, every craving. They have a lifetime warranty, so you're not just buying cookware, you're setting someone up for years of meals, memories, and celebrations. Hexclad's patented laser-etched hexagonal steel ridges boost your searing power. Basically what that is it's the bottom of the pan. It's unlike anything you've ever seen before. Super easy to clean, super efficient when you are cooking. They're the best. I can't tell you. We have these little ones. We've got bigger ones. They're great. This season, don't just shop for gifts. Give the upgrade every kitchen deserves. Take 10% off at hexclad.com/papa and cook like a pro all holiday long. Treat yourself or give the gift of cookware that delivers for every meal, every gathering, every season. That's Hexclad, HEXCLAD.com/papa. Support the show and let them know that we sent you. That's hexclad.com/papa for 10% off. It is really good stuff. I don't know how I can express it anymore. I guess I could bring some pans in here and show you, but I have a podcast to do, so enough. How do you start to make your way? I mean, you're acting.
It was acting.
Yeah. Start to.
It went
so you get into that.
It went very distinctly from stand-up to I'm going to transition full-time into acting.
Right.
So once those jobs started coming along, I pushed away stand-up and was acting.
Right.
And I like a regular on 5 TV series. So but always like sixth lead or whatever. But I'm making
you're making money.
Making money better than I was making on the road.
Yeah, and you're in town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did that for like 15 years, but I was always wanting to, again, I kind of wanted to be the guy that writes, directs, and stars in his own movies.
Right.
So I was working towards that, and I was always writing, and I would always write an episode of whatever show I was on as a spec and hand it in, and they loved it, and then the show would get canceled. And then they would, and then it was really when I was finally got on Sabrina the Teenage Witch, which was a hit. I thought I'm taken care of, and then after the first season, they wrote me out.
Right.
And it's like, okay, I've got no control over my life whatsoever.
That's the thing, is the lack of control.
Yeah.
That's the scariest thing in your story, really, is because you have this existence as a comic, which has all its troubles and its disgustingness and lack of respect, but you are in control ultimately.
Yeah.
And directing and producing, you're in control. Mm-hmm. It's people coming to you saying, "Can you hire me?"
Yes.
That part in between of being just an actor.
Yeah.
Well, you had success at it. That for me, that's the scariest version.
Yeah. Well, you would sign these, you get on a show, so you sign a 7-year contract.
Yeah.
That you couldn't get out of.
Right.
But they had an option constantly to get rid of you
right.
in the contract.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, so all right.
And then to hustle up work when you are cut loose.
Oh, yeah.
Is just
it's the worst.
Yeah, it's just in free fall.
All you do is drive around auditions all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I almost I don't think auditioning on tape is a great thing, but at the same time, it would have made life kind of easier because all I did was drive to auditions
nonstop.
And the best part was always you could never park there.
Right.
Never park. I mean, oh God, the worst was always you'd go to have an audition at 20th Century Fox lot.
Yeah.
And you go to the gate, and the guard would always do this. You go like, "Oh, I'm here to audition for blah blah blah." He goes like, "Okay, what you want to do is you want to go forward, you want to turn and turn again, and head out
and leave the lot."
Yeah, it is like just tell me to leave the lot. Don't make it like it's a direction of like turn your ass around.
Yeah, you don't count enough to be on the lot.
Right. Exactly.
So let me tell you where you're going to park.
Right. And it was always like 1,000 miles away, and you get to the audition all sweating and stuff. It's like,
I should have left 2 hours ago.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody told me there would be no parking.
As a director, with that in mind, with with the talent and who are all looking for work, and you're looking as a director to find people that are great, that are going to make your project great.
Yeah.
Talk to me from that aspect of having people come in the room and having all these people on tape now.
Well, Judd Apatow's joke about me he'd always say, everybody leaves one of your auditions thinking they have the role. Because someone's like, nice. Oh my God, they're so great. Because I want everybody to feel so good about themselves. And the minute they're out, it's like, no, they weren't right. But because I had so many
still good to do, though.
Well, yeah, because I went through so many bad auditions with people being shitty to me, and it's like, it's not fair.
No.
But I can also see when somebody thinks I don't think they're good, even if I'm not, and it's like, then I work harder to try to make them not feel that way. Mm-hmm. But then I should, I almost kind of wish I wasn't so nice sometimes, because there's so many times in an audition where, 3 words in, you're just like, they're not right.
Immediately.
And you just want to go like, you want to be like in the producers, oh, thank you.
Right.
But I know they prepared and stuff. And
the other thing, their whole night.
Well, and the other problem, totally, is that everybody has been trained to know that if it's going well, the director will give you a direction and have you do the scene again. But sometimes you it's not right. But then I'm like, okay, let me give a direction.
just make them feel good.
To make them feel good. So now that I'm saying this publicly, everybody comes to my audition and will think they're dying. So why not? But that's why I hate to say, and it's not fair to actors, nobody can hate me, but there is something kind of nice about auditions on tape, because I've had so many times where I'll be in an audition and I don't have my other producers with me or whatever in the studio, and somebody in the room just kills it. Yeah. And you're like, oh my God. So you call everybody up, watch this tape. My God, you got to see this. And they'll call, I didn't see it. And you're like, and then you watch and you're like, that did not translate at all to the camera.
It's wild.
It's crazy.
It's really wild.
That's the thing I found out with most movie stars, they know how to throw stuff at the lens in a way that I never knew. When I was an actor, I would just kind of do stuff, and I hope the camera's picking it up.
Trying to kill like a comic.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's a weird thing how I don't think there's any play that, like being in New York and watching New York 1 and like a new play's opening and it looks terrible because there's no way to capture that energy and what they're doing. It's a totally different pitch than you're throwing when you're just trying to make a film.
No, that back of the theater camera always makes everything. You're right. It just you're like, that looks so corny, and then suddenly you're there and you're like so affected by it. It's wonderful,
blown away.
Yeah.
So ultimately, is it better to? I always feel like on the other end of it, when you are auditioning and someone's like, "Would you mind putting yourself on tape for this thing?" And it's like, well, it is cool. Let me do it, but to memorize, like to do all of this when they know, I know from being on the other side. They're going to know in 5 seconds. I always feel like there should be a first round of auditions of, hey, it's me. What do you think?
Exactly.
And if they call back and say, yeah, give it a shot. Otherwise, don't hear from them, because then why make them prepare all of this when you are going to know?
No, totally.
Really quickly.
And I've seen some people put on full-scale productions.
Light it.
They'll light it, but they'll do editing and stuff. Like they'll kind of walk in and then they'll cut over here. And I kind of really admire when somebody does that. I'll always watch that tape, because you're kind of like, you know what? They work so hard. I got to see this.
Yeah.
But the bad thing about auditioning on tape is you just kind of don't know. You're just taking a chance of what they want, which is kind of what you're doing when you walk out of the room, but you just don't have the option of going like, can I ask you a question before I do this?
Right, exactly.
And that's the hard part.
Yeah, exactly. So ultimately, it's good that you see people on tape as a director?
It's good. It's good for the weeding process, and then I need them to come in.
You do ultimately.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah,
because I've had sometimes somebody kills it on a tape audition, and they come in and it doesn't happen again.
Right.
And I'll try to get them back to the thing, and it's just like something just happened in that moment when you were on tape.
Yeah, it's such a strange process, isn't it?
It's the worst. It's the worst. That's one of the reasons I got into acting. It's to be not in the situation and act as if you're in the situation is just impossible.
Yeah, it is really bizarre.
It's amazing anybody can pass an audition, But that's why I always say to actors too, though, because having been on the other side, I would beat myself up about like, oh my God, I tripped over that word and I was going so well. Yeah. And I go like, I hire people who can barely get through the script, but you just go like, there's something funny about this person, or they're the character, So I would just kind of say, actors, look, just do your best. When you leave, if you don't get it, don't beat yourself up, because sometimes 2 movies later, I'll go like, remember that person that came in? Just hire them for that role because they were funny, you know.
Right.
So just do your best and don't make yourself crazy, which is impossible for an actor because I was an actor and good luck. Not being completely neurotic.
Yeah. Is there a different lens like when you do a Housemaid, which is you're not looking for pure funny all the time? It's a little different than when you got all these comics rolling through.
Well, I'm always looking for, I don't like the word quirky because that sounds too twee. I'm looking for people who are interesting, you know, and who can take something on the page and make it more than what it is.
Right.
I don't even mean through improv. I mean, sometimes that's great if they can add that way, but they'll bring it more to life in a fun way. I'm always looking for, I consider all my movies to be comedies, first of all. It's just some of them are really dark and some of them are really, the comedy's really buried. But it's in the extremeness of the characters.
Right.
And that's why I always loved Hitchcock and have been so inspired by Hitchcock, because he didn't waste any roles. You know, if you look at all the side characters come in, they're interesting, and they're, you know, or like Fellini, it was find interesting faces. But like, I'm very against what I call they went that away roles. Kind of like you come with somebody, where'd they go? Oh, they're over there. You know, that kind of thing. Like, I want something out of that person. Like I want either them to have a interesting look or to have a weird kind of delivery or something.
That's why the Turner Classic, watching all these old movies. Yeah, there's just some of those they're just their face and the voice is just so unique and special. Oh yeah, and you just blown away by this tiny role. Yeah, but it's just adds to the whole final product.
Well, I had something interesting happen because my friend Elvis Mitchell was doing this thing at LACMA where they would do these staged readings of classic scripts. Yeah. And he asked me to do one once, and I was in London doing one of my movies, I forget, Last Christmas maybe. And so I wanted to Bring Up Baby because I think it's one of my favorite comedies of all time. But I was like, don't give me a transcript. I don't want a transcript of the movie. I want the actual script. Right. But then I got so big, and I was producing Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist at the time, so I got that whole cast to do it, and they're so wonderful. And but I was so busy, I didn't get a chance to read the script before we did the thing. So we get on this Zoom, which thousands of people are watching, and this script is so not funny and so fucking long, and it's got pages of stage direction.
Oh God.
And all my favorite lines, nothing's in it. And this thing is just going on. I'm getting flop sweat because I can't admit that I didn't read it before. Yeah. And this cast, they're so lovely. They prepared all this stuff. And I was just like, I thought it was a nightmare. Literally thought it was a nightmare. But the thing it showed me is like, that was Howard Hawks. Like they went in, Cary Grant and, Katharine Hepburn and all these hilarious character actors turned this thing into something that wasn't even on the page.
Jeez.
Crazy.
And just gets edited down and
that's what I love about ensembles. When we did Bridesmaids, I mean, they were just they'd come from the improv world, and so there was no competition. They were just everybody wanted everybody else to be as funny as they were, and it was lovely.
I mean, it's in one of the top comedies of all time. Bridesmaids. It really is.
Yeah, I mean, we've made some lists, which is nice. I mean, it's nice that it stands. It's been 15 years now, Tom.
I know. I saw that last night.
I know, it's really depressing.
I can't believe that's 15 years ago.
I know. You also have that thing now where everybody comes up, we love Bridesmaids. It's like, I've made 11 other movies since then. But thank you. I really appreciate it.
But I mean, I get where you're coming from, but that is, it's a classic and finds new audiences. It's like to have just one of those in your resume is pretty.
Well, I'm thrilled because when I did Freaks and Geeks, that was such a big thing to me, and I was just like, if I could just do one more thing that kind of had that kind of staying power. Yeah. So got Bridesmaids, like, that's cool.
Yeah, I know, those are iconic. That is one of my questions. I have some questions here for you. Very good. Were you more a freak or a geek?
I think you could answer that question on your own. Definitely a geek. I know it's hard to tell because I'm so cool now.
You never know how people mature.
Is my cigarette around here? Yeah, exactly. Maturity and I are not friends.
I saw Judd in an interview recently, and he that the executive who canceled Freaks and Geeks said that he still stands by his decision.
Oh yeah, no, that Garth Enseer. Yes.
Right. That's so crazy.
He loves being the supervillain.
Yeah.
He's doing fine, by the way, so don't take tag day for him.
But he really embraced it.
Yeah.
When you were making it, was it kind of like, they can't cancel us? Like, this feels so good? Or did you have the vulnerability that You always have.
it was network TV, and you'd get the ratings every week, and you're like,
Yeah.
man, we're so dead.
Right.
Yeah, no, we were the lowest rated show on NBC for a long time. So,
Yeah.
but with 7 million viewers, so
Right. That's
super
crazy.
hit today.
God.
Exactly, isn't that crazy?
7 million viewership failure.
Yeah, exactly. But out of a 100 million pool or whatever,
Yeah.
whoever was watching network TV. I'm reading Barry Diller's book right now, which is really interesting. But he's talking about, he came up at ABC in the 60s and 70s, and whole different world.
Whole different world. The whole nation was watching.
Yeah, I mean, it was that way up until the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And then it all went crazy.
Yeah, and it just blew apart.
Yeah.
Did you, coming out off of Freaks and Geeks, did you have more confidence in what you were able to do or less?
I mean, it's an interesting question. I felt pretty confident coming out of it, but then was quickly kind of confronted with the industry going like, we want your next thing. And then you go, here it is. And they go like, well, we don't want that. And it's like, okay, so you just kind of want the same thing again.
Yeah.
And it was, I actually had a real hard time after Freaks and Geeks because I kind of got written out of history a little bit because Judd was going on and doing Undeclared and doing all this stuff and doing movies and all that. And so they started just saying that Judd had created that show and just I kind of got written out of history.
Yeah, weird.
And it was, and also we had 4 years when we weren't on, DVD or anything.
Right.
So people just had the memory of this thing.
Right.
So fortunately, when the DVDs came back, then the record kind of got righted.
They could see your name on it.
Yeah, exactly. It was on there, And no slam against Judd. It was just the way that the press.
Yeah.
He had something out there. I couldn't get anything made, so I was directing.
Right.
I was doing Arrested Development, The Office, and all that, which was really fun.
Yeah.
But I wasn't. I couldn't get a show that I created.
Get your thing. And what was the next one that, like, you felt like it was in your control? Just as
well,
film,
I mean,
was it the film?
It would have been, because I did, after Freaks and Geeks, I did 2 movies that bombed. I did one thing called I Am David, which was this little independent film that was more of a drama. Because that was my trying to win, awards and acclaim, which I learned a valuable lesson. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't try to make a movie to win awards because you will please nobody.
Sullivan's Travels.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Totally. And then I made a Christmas movie for Warner Brothers in 2006, just because I wanted to. I'd been told by everybody like studio films are so hard and the politics will kill you, blah blah blah. And I was just like, I gotta try it. Like, let's see. But as a TV director, the only thing you could get was a family film at the studio because no other legitimate directors wanted them. Yeah. And so I did this thing called Unaccompanied Minors, and I had a lot of fun doing it. And but I learned a lot. And but then it just tanked, and then I was kind of that was not a good period after that.
Right. Yeah. How do you navigate the getting, because you're really unsettling me because I thought the scariest part was the acting part. But
that's the easy part. No, it's all hard. It's all scary.
It's all scary and hard. You just have to believe in a project that you want to get made. Like what breaks you out of the director jail and gets you back on your feet? And
I mean, in my case, it was really Judd coming to me with Bridesmaids. Because he actually had me come to a read through of it when I was in post on Unaccompanied Minors, and he wanted me to kind of shepherd it, but I was busy with that movie, and then Warner Brothers wanted me to do another movie right after that. So it's kind of I don't have time to shepherd it. I gave a bunch of notes, but then I kind of had to step away, saying if it comes, if they make this, let me know. And then like 3 years went by, and it seemed like it was dead. And then just popped up out of nowhere. Right. And but there was another director on it who fell off or something. Yeah. And then I'd been told like, oh, that movie's alive again. I was like, well, I didn't hear from Judd, so I think he might want to go with somebody else. So I said, just put my name on a list of other people, and if he sees it, and then like 5 minutes later, I get a call like, "All right, Feig, we're going to do this.
Wow.
Go sit down with Kristen and see if she's wants you to do it." Because Kristen Wiig was in Unaccompanied Minors in a tiny role.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And so I knew Kristen. I really liked her a lot.
Oh,
so
that's great.
Met with her, and she's like, "Sure." So
amazing.
Worked out.
That leads me to my next question. Why don't you think women are funny?
Let me tell you, Tom. Let me get my best Jerry Lewis going here. Jerry Lewis / Christopher Hitchens. God, you can't believe. I mean, people still ask me that that question about like, oh, people have always said women can't be fine. It's like, guys, can we lay this?
God,
Can we lay this to rest?
Oh
Please,
my God. Yeah. What rock are you living under?
I know exactly.
We'd like to thank the good people at Trade Coffee for sponsoring today's program. We love coffee around here. We make coffee, we drink coffee, we dream about coffee. Personally, when I go to bed at night, I'm really happy because I know when I wake up, I start a whole day with fresh coffee. My wife says it's an addiction, and I say, you don't know what you're talking about. And if it is an addiction, I just call it a gift. Trade Coffee is the #1 coffee destination in the U.S. Their team of expert baristas, tasters, and Q graders use real coffee knowledge to match you with coffee that you'll love. They've spent more than a decade building relationships with over 50 top roasters across the U.S., giving you access to coffees that you won't find anywhere else. It's beautiful. Each bag is roasted to order, whichever way you like it, and delivered fresh to your door at prices comparable to grocery brands, but with cafe-level quality in every cup. It's very cool. Just go on this. Trust me. Just go on the site and take the quick quiz. They'll find you the perfect match. You put in all the things that you like. You get to look at all these little bags with all these cool little labels from all around the country. You get really nitty gritty. You kind of put it all in, and they spit out all of the things to your liking. They'll match the coffee that they think that you will love. It's beautiful. Right now, Trade Coffee is offering 50% off a 1-month trial at drinktrade.com/Papa. That's drinktrade.com/Papa, P-A-P-A, to get 50% off 1 month and 10% off gifts at drinktrade.com/Papa. I really love this company. They've been with us for a while. It's a great way to enjoy your life while supporting the podcast. Thank you, Trade Coffee. This podcast is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or scaling your business, Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain, showcase your offerings with a professional website, grow your brand, and get paid in all one place. Squarespace gives you everything you need to offer services and get paid all in one place. From consultations to events and experiences, you can showcase your offerings with customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business. This is really important for anyone running a business of any size. It is where you're going to do your business. You have all the power. Everyone always says you have all of the power right there on your laptop or your phone, but you really still need help. It's not as easy running all of this stuff. I know just from doing this podcast and my stand-up, I need help. You need people that are going to help you organize and present things that you're not even thinking of, and make it very slimmed down, pared down, and easy to use. That's where Squarespace comes in. They make it easy to showcase your expertise and engage clients. Video content on your website. Upload and organize your videos. Create stunning video libraries. Even monetize your content by adding a paywall. They're perfect for online courses, exclusive tutorials, and premium workshops. Make smarter business decisions with Squarespace's intuitive built-in analytics tools. You can review website traffic, learn where to focus engagement, and track revenue from bookings, invoices, and product sales all in one place. It's a great, great way to do it, and it'll help your business grow because you'll be thinking about they will be achieving things that you're not even thinking about. So head to squarespace.com/Papa for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code PAPA, P-A-P-A, to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/Papa for a free trial. When you're ready to launch, use the offer code PAPA, P-A-P-A, to save 10% and let them know that we sent you. It'll give you 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thank you, Squarespace. Why is everyone, this is just a business question, why is everyone building giant studios in New Jersey now?
Because there's a giant Jack's break.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we shot the Housemaid. We shot in New Jersey.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Where?
In Madison and Morristown.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we were kind of all over that area.
Right.
Yeah, so it was great. I mean, it worked out great.
I haven't had a chance to see the film yet. Can you give me the lowdown?
log line?
Yeah, tell me what you're telling all the press.
You bet. Well, it's based on the best-selling book, The Housemaid, by Frida McFadden, which has been on the bestseller list for 2 years now, I think. It's about a young woman played by Sydney Sweeney who's kind of down on her luck, who goes to a rich family headed by Amanda Seyfried and Brandon Sklenar to get a job as their housemaid. And it seems like they seem like the most wonderful couple in the world, and then everything goes crazy. It's what I like to call my Nancy Meyers movie that goes terribly wrong.
Nice.
Yes.
That's a good setting in New Jersey. It does it take place in New Jersey, or you're just using New Jersey?
No, it takes place in Great Neck.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, exactly.
We do a thing on here called an uncomfortable moment.
Oh, good.
This is an illustration. We didn't do it. We asked AI to do it.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're giving AI work.
Yeah, only for this kind of dumb shit.
Exactly.
I just wanted to see, like, because you carry yourself as a grown-up and you are an adult, and you dress as a director, which is a very cool thing. You ever wear a hat on set?
Yeah.
Like a fedora kind of?
No, cowboy hat.
Cowboy hat?
Yeah. Well, I've got some fedora hats, but I like cowboy hats.
Oh, that's cool. Well, this is the schlubby version of you directing.
That's why I have to dress up, because I would look like that guy.
It really does. It
scarily looks like me. I know. AI's really got me down.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Got my feet a little smaller, but it was just kind of nice.
But it's true. You wear sweatpants. I'm not listening to that guy.
Yeah, I don't.
You say something to me, I'm leaning in.
Exactly. I've said it a million times, but I'm the captain of the ship. If I get on a ship, the captain's wearing sweatpants, I'm getting off the ship.
By the way, I baked this bread for you.
I was going to say, when do we cut to the chase? Because you're torturing me with this delicious bread. And those beautiful grapes that you clearly grew, too.
Well, yeah, the grapes are shit.
Enormous provolone.
Yeah, nice provolone. Do you cook?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
If I come to your house, what's your main thing that you cook? Like if you're showing off?
I'd probably roast you a chicken.
Oh, yeah.
If I want to put some effort into it, I would make a risotto for you, because I make a very good risotto.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, because I'm the guy that stirs it for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Italian cooking.
Yeah, me too.
But you got to get the great ingredients for it.
Yeah, you do. It makes a big difference.
Yeah, because I was really into French cooking. Like I was going through the whole, cordon bleu cookbook and trying to do all that stuff from that. But then I got this Italian cookbook by Gennaro Contaldo, the guy that taught Jamie Oliver how to cook. And it was everything, and it sounded so good, and it was so easy. I mean, simple recipes.
Yeah.
That I was like, maybe that's the way to go. Why am I trying to be so complicated?
Yeah, I know. It really is. There's a beauty in Italian cooking. That you ever read Marcella Hazan?
No.
It's a great cookbook.
Okay.
Just to like have and read.
Yeah.
Even if but she does this tomato sauce, which is literally just tomatoes, like butter, half a stick of butter, and half of an onion.
Oh, wow.
That's it.
Oh, see,
salt,
that's gorgeous.
pepper, and just let it go for about 45 minutes to an hour. Oh. And because of the onion, it's this sweetness to the sauce. It's so simple.
Wow, that's so great. Oh,
yeah.
I love books like that. Have you ever read Nigel Slater's Appetite?
No.
That's a great book just to read.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's the one who really got me. I used to be so measuring to the nth degree.
Yeah.
And he's just like, slam this in, but grab this, throw it in.
Right.
And everything's really good out of it.
Oh, yeah. So what kind of cooking is it?
It's kind of British, but British is too specific. It's kind of country cooking,
Right, yeah. Anything you want to know from me?
Everything.
Go ahead.
I used to bake bread, so I got really good at ciabatta.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, that was the one I got really good at.
Really?
But how you get that crust on there, that's the hardest part, like getting it that brown and getting it to break apart like that. Now you don't butter that first, do you?
No butter. It's just flour, water, salt, and yeast.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, in a Dutch oven. That's where
a Dutch oven?
A Dutch oven.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you transfer it into that. You let that get really, really hot, almost an hour at 500.
Wow.
And then when you drop the bread in, I just learned this recently. it starts to go immediately.
I bet.
It starts that thing of just starting to rise and explode.
That's the secret.
Spray water in it, put the lid on it.
Yeah.
And then it just,
See, 'cause
that's where you get them.
I was always spraying water into the oven, but it just
Yeah,
dissipates.
it doesn't work.
Do anything.
No, and people like get rags, and I mean to
Yeah.
make baguettes, you kind of have to go down that
Yeah.
route. But it's really complicated at home to do.
Oven. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You've taught me something.
Yeah.
Good, Tom.
Well, enjoy the bread. I hope you like it.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm going to send it home with you. in
Oh,
a bag.
nice.
What's
And the
next?
grapes. Oh,
So you're gonna go run around. This is going to be a big hit.
That's
the
how-
Housemaid will be fun. And when does it come out again?
December 19th.
December 19th.
And it's
good.
all over the world.
You're in the good holiday slot.
Yes, and
you're
we're in
let's-
theaters. We're in
yeah.
theaters, Tom.
That's beautiful. Oh, that's so great.
I'm so happy. My last 3 movies have been on streamers, and it's lovely. We got to make them, but I make movies for audiences.
It's so great. It's such a better experience. It's
so much
just
fun.
so much better. I took my daughter to see Superman over the summer, and she is just, she's a beautiful kid. But a device, the computer, we're trying to watch a movie at home.
Yeah.
I know, I'm watching. Yeah. Go to see Superman. We're in the theater with a bunch of other great, just filled up. And she couldn't look at her device. And I watched her, I think for the first time in her life, watch a movie for 2
experience
hours.
it, yeah.
She loved it. It was so great.
It's so great.
It's so great.
People keep, all through the pandemic, because I was working with NATO, the theater exhibitors, and because everybody was saying it's the end of theaters,
Yeah.
and I was just like, guys, I've heard this a million times. It's never going to stop. It's never going to go away.
Yeah.
People need to be out with other people.
You really do.
Yeah.
They really do. The other great thing I hear you say from time to time is the comedy's never going away either.
No.
Yeah.
No, we can't. Comedy is in our blood.
Yeah.
We all make jokes. We all try to make each other laugh. It's
nonstop.
People who have no sense of humor are miserable people.
Right.
Who nobody wants to hang out with.
Yeah. A couple just film questions before I let you go.
Please do.
I know you have to go.
I
Favorite Hitchcock film?
Ooh, that's a good one. Probably North by Northwest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just got everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Rear Window and all those ones, but that one's just a killer.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
And funny,
Yeah.
Funny and scary and tense and funny side characters.
Yeah.
Mothers, hilarious.
Is there a period of film, a decade of film that you're not a part of that you really admire?
Yeah, the 30s, and I think the comedies of the 30s.
Yeah.
All the William Powell is one of my heroes.
Right.
I think he was so great and effortless and such a great presence on screen. I love the Nick and Nora movies, but he's got so many other movies he made that he's just great in.
Like what? Is there a highlight for you?
Oh God, there's a bunch of, what was the one? I'm blanking on the names of some. There's one where he's getting a divorce. It's really fun.
Right.
I watched so many that I'm blanking on the names of them. Just look up William Powell, and you can get a lot of those movies.
Yeah.
You can rent them, and also a lot of them are on just YouTube and stuff like that. But he was so classy and cool and funny.
Oh, they're the best.
Yeah.
Those movies. Watching them drink and smoke in those movies is great, and watching a guy empty his pockets. I love just the shit that comes out of, you know what I mean?
It's hilarious. Yes.
I love those moments.
Oh, totally.
They're so great.
But when people making drink, like making highballs, that's my favorite thing. See, they're in an apartment, they do, and with the seltzer thing, and put it in. But you also realize people drank not very cold drinks back then.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you see them mixing martinis, like, in a thing, and I don't, there's no ice in there. They're just pouring it. Like, okay, sure, why not?
Right.
Also, the other thing is martini. Don't get me going on martini. I
love martinis.
I have my own gin. You know that,
You
right?
do?
Yes.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's called Ardingstall's Brilliant London Dry Gin.
Really?
My own recipe, my bottle I designed, and it's out there. It can be bought.
Wow, I can't wait for you to send one to the studio.
Yes, I will send one to you. Exactly. In
That's
fact,
beautiful.
I'm eating at Rayo's tonight in Hollywood, and they carry my gin there. So
Oh,
they make a good
man,
martini with it.
you're living the life.
I am. But I was going to say, though, like in those, we always hear about the 3 martini lunches, and you're like, wow, they must have been like Superman back then. It's like, no, you know how big martinis were back then? Yeah, exactly.
I know.
Like ounce to ounce and a half.
I know. They were much smaller. We get these goblets now. I am on the search for the perfect martini glass. I had them, and they've broken, and there's only one left.
Oh, no.
And I can't find... It's in between a coupe glass and the really big these goblets that we have.
Well,
now.
I mean, there's the Niconoras, which those
Yeah.
are nice, kind of shaped like that, like a tulip shape. I just was in Sydney, Australia, for the South by Southwest festival there, and went to a restaurant where they served me one of the best martinis I've ever had, and it was in a 2-ounce Japanese martini glass that kind of looked like a flute,
Right.
but it still was martini glass shaped, just a little tighter than that.
Okay.
Paper thin. I mean, like literally
Yeah.
this thing, you're afraid you're going to break it with. And they filled it with liquid nitrogen and froze the shit out of the glass.
No.
And then poured that out, and then she mixed a really nice dry martini, and it was just spectacular.
You like olives?
No, twist.
Twist.
Yeah.
Look how
Olives
offended
are
you.
an
You were so
abomination,
offended.
exactly.
You were so offended by my olives.
Well, here's why I don't like olives.
Yeah.
Is because I love gin so much
Yeah.
when it's good. Mm-hmm. Anything other than a twist is covering up the taste of the gin. That's why people love dirty martinis.
That's why I like olives in a vodka martini.
Now I'm going to say my other controversial thing. A vodka martini is not a real martini.
This is controversial.
I know it is.
I know.
Yeah, I know. Because a vodka martini is a vodka martini, and that's
Yeah,
great.
right.
But a martini, if you ask for a
The
martini,
original, the classic.
it's gin.
It
yeah.
was gin.
And the reason why people want olives and dirty and blue cheese and all that stuff in a vodka martini is because vodka doesn't taste like
Because
that.
there's nothing going on.
Exactly. So all you're tasting is vermouth, or you're tasting, olives, and I love olives, but
But you will grant me that more offensive than an olive taste is a vermouth taste.
well, yeah.
Right?
If you're just tasting vermouth,
I just don't like if it's not. I like dry.
Oh, I'm with you.
When you make it at home,
a drop
a drop
or a rinse.
or a rinse. That's what I do.
Yeah, but
rinse.
you can't not have vermouth in it.
Yeah, you need it.
Yeah, it's,
Even in its trace amount.
it opens. It's like when you have a nice single malt scotch, you put like a drop of water and it just opens it up.
Right.
And also,
right.
you just then if you're just drinking a big glass of gin, or a vodka, that's not a martini. That's
Yeah.
just a big glass of gin or vodka.
What's the name of your gin
My
again?
gin, it's Ardingstall's. It was my mother's
Ardingstall's.
maiden name.
Oh, beautiful.
Ardingstall's Brilliant London Dry Gin.
Oh man, this
Comes in a
sounds so
beautiful
nice.
bottle. Available for Christmas.
I gotta get back in my gin game.
Yeah, come on. Well, try mine because I have formulated mine because most Americans don't like gin. I say I
Yeah.
make a gin, they go, I don't like gin. I go, just try this. And they go, oh, I like this. Because they're used to Beefeater and, like the super juniper pine needle taste.
And I think that you like the Tanqueray and
No.
that kind
Hendrix, I dig Hendrix, I think is pretty good.
Hendrix is good.
But I hate when I order a Hendrix martini
Yeah.
and the bartender will take it upon themselves to put a cucumber in the glass.
Aye.
It's like, did I ask for a cucumber in the glass?
I know.
Another abomination that's happening.
I know.
But I like the smoother gins, definitely.
Yeah.
There's really good ones like, Oxley's really good. Sipsmith is really good.
Okay.
There's a bunch out there.
Yeah, I like the taste of it. It was the buzz that was always kind of. For some reason, I would get a little headachy, but maybe it's because I wasn't dealing with good gin.
Yeah, I think that might be it. I know, because a lot of people say that, but I think there's nothing in it that should make, if anything, juniper is medicinal. So
Right.
So I'm not going to go so far as to say there's health benefits to drinking gin.
Yeah.
Although if you'd like to read into that, my gin is available to cure anything that ails you.
Well, congratulations on the film.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Housemaid. I'm so proud of it.
Yeah,
it's probably my
I-
favorite movie I've made, and I would dare say it might be my favorite movie I've made.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Just because the actors are so good in it.
Yeah.
And the response from the audience is so much fun.
Yeah.
Like people really get into it.
Oh, that's great.
So go and have a great time.
Yeah, you make great stuff, and that it comes from this little seed of comedy, and let's get small. Like that it all comes from that makes it warms my heart.
Oh, thank you. That's like it's like Gregor. Krager who.
I think you've got to go.
Oh, I gotta go. Oh, okay.
He's saying goodbye.
He's
He's doing this big goodbye.
I have to because I have to do. We're doing a commentary track for the DVD for that.
Yeah, go for it.
No, I would say like comedy people are really good at making tense movies because I forget his first name, Krager, who did Weapons. Super funny guy.
Yeah.
And then
Super
somebody
funny.
else just did one. I forget who. But anyway.
Yeah. Well, thanks again.
Thank you, Tom.
Yeah, you're the best.
Cheers.
Thanks, kids.